FM26 Console has arrived on PlayStation 5 and Xbox wishlist lists. Let's have a look to see what information we've been provided to accompany the announcement. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd be disappointed if I were you. To be honest, before I even show you them, I'm gonna tell you now, I'm annoyed. Because we've had all this grandiose announcement information, women's football, match engine, all this information, and you'll be going, great. They're going to finally hit home with the console community and actually give us something to shout about. No. Oh, you're going to hear me be disappointed now. And the worst thing is, I've already recorded this video once and the mic didn't work, so I've had to do it again. So I'm really annoyed. Right, okay, let's get into it. So, about an hour ago, Football Manager posted this out on their social media. Get alerts on game updates, wishlist FM26 across Xbox and PS5 as you prepare to step into the dugout from November 4th. We already knew it was November 4th because, well, they'd sort of announced that it was going to be on Steam. But November 4th was going to be day one for Xbox Game Pass and PS5. So when you click this link, nothing straight away, which is poor planning in my opinion. I was a bit annoyed when I had to go find this. So, pre-purchase now. Go click an extra space. FM26, it says, delivers a new level of matchday immersion and reimagined UI, bringing advancements across every area of the game. That's the PC and Mac version. Console enhances the matchday spectacle and streamlines control with a redesigned UI and improved controller features. Not a ringing endorsement, but okay, we'll see how it goes. Right, so when we go to PlayStation, this is what irked me first. Considering you're trying to market this to people to buy for PlayStation, this is what we get. Announced. Game and legal info. New foundation set the stage for you to shape your football destiny, built on the Unity engine. Console places you at the heart of the beautiful game. This is a legacy redefined. Fine. Delivering effortless, instinctive console control. We'll see how that works out. A redesigned UI combines with the most immersive matchday experience in the series history to bring you closer to every defining moment. Fine. Matchday experience, talking about feel the rush of weaving dribbles, inch-perfect through balls and last-gasp winners. Player movements brought to life with fresh motion capture, like I've said before. There's over 7,000 new player animations. Volumetric animations from real football matches that give every attack more personality. So it's making them looking more unique, they're saying. We'll still see all about all this. Obviously, the matchday experience has been quite good so far. Total Football Total Control, a game-changing user interface overhaul primes you for smoother navigation in the managerial hot seat. It has to be. It's been clunky and awful, and I think that's one of the biggest criticisms of console is that it's hard to play. The newly integrated portal is your gateway to the wider football world, surfacing key information when you need it. Empowering you to make the right calls in every situation. Great. Now, this is console, not PC and Mac. Show us something that looks like a representation of what the console UI is. I almost want to put that sound effect up. Wah, wah, wah. Nothing. I'm not expecting the world, but I was expecting a couple of screenshots on PlayStation Store to encourage people to purchase it. Nothing. Obviously, we've got the Premier League, big announcement. We've had the big announcement of women's football, which, by the way, they haven't put here. But if you want to play women's football and men's football would take a nation slot. So the 14 women's leagues across the 11 nations will take a nation slot from you in console. So, unfortunately, if you want to play 5 women's leagues and 5 men's leagues, 5 women's leagues and 5 men's nations, that's all you're going to get in console. You can't, at the moment in time, it still sounds like it's capped at 10. And if it's capped at 10, I mean, that's just going to make it almost unplayable to play cross women and men's. You could play it separate, but I think it's going to make it almost impossible for you to actually play it anything more than 2 separate ecosystems for save ideas, which is a real shame because we also don't know if you can add or remove. Right, I'm digressing. Let's show you how Xbox handled it. Much better. So the Xbox is the same information, but we do get screenshots. So if I show you the screenshots, this is the first one. We can see there's tactics, instructions, and balanced approach. I am concerned about the touchlines in the top left here, and as it's running along it, you can see the ones that are coming across the top of that line, they aren't full touchlines, which the lines should be full and not broken up, which is a bit concerning. There's also no shoulder buttons. There's no indication that this is anything to do with console, which again, you're selling it to people on console. You've got nothing suggesting this is how console's going to work, which I get is because it's non-final capture and it's all okay there. But for God's sake, show us something about the representation of console. This was the second screenshot we got. I quite like this in terms of the lines are all complete. It's not bad. I mean, it would be better if this was like a non-final capture video. I mean, this is a replay. Everything looks all right. Not bad. You got all your traditional people there. Your St. John's Ambulance. You got your... What else have we got here? We've got St. John's Ambulance. We've got the stewards. Everyone's sitting in orderly. I think that's okay. Not everyone's looking at the ball. So the balls come here, but everyone's sort of not looking as well. Perini is looking a bit sheepish there, so I don't know what happened there. This is the next screenshot. We've got the bus. We've got the plastic fencing. We've got a blue crate outside Molyneux. One Land Rover. We've got these tents here, which look like strawberries, which is interesting. Again, you've got the lines which are not running correctly. I mean, this is a screenshot, but it's a paused screenshot, which is a bit of a concern for me. I mean, the texture looks all right. The crowds look a bit okay. They haven't really shown any more extras on there, really. I mean, this is supposed to be game-changing for Football Manager in console, and it's like... It's not hitting the spot, really, is it? Which I know this is what we've had in PC and stuff, but you'd want it to be console-specific, at least. And then this is a Premier League trophy, which... It doesn't look that good, as it did in the teaser trailer. I mean, you got a different stadium and the lighting on the stadium, don't get me wrong. And you've got this bit here, which is quite nice. And obviously the Premier League is a bit out of focus, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know if it's because of the stadium. It's a reflection of the stadium, which I quite like the idea is a reflection of the stadium in it. That means it's unique. Don't get me wrong about that. But I don't know if it's because of the stadium or it just looks weaker. And I don't know if that's because of it being on console or not either. I'm kind of disappointed with the approach they've taken, yeah? And, that's not great. I mean, this is supposed to be the best of the best of the best for setting... This is supposed to be the best version of Football Manager ever to hit the console. And it's just... Look, I'm not telling you how to do your jobs, but put the women's football video on there. Put the match day experience video on there. Put the UI representation video on there. Actually try and sell the bloody product. Ah, God, I feel really disappointed with this. We haven't had anything else. They've obviously done the wish list, so they're that confident it's going to be on console. But yeah, crikey Moses, I'm a bit disappointed with the launch, to be honest. I wasn't expecting everything, but I was expecting more than what they've given us. And yeah, we still don't know the price. I'm assuming it's going to be 50 quid. We know it's going to be available on day one on Xbox Game Pass. We know it's going to be available on the 4th of November at 4 o'clock on GMT time. Other than that, no new information, no screenshots, no UI, no even tell us, instead of saying, tell us about the console features of dynamics and principles and or how all that's going to look and set up. You've already given us how the game's going to look when you set it up the other day on women's football. So the screenshots are there. I don't know. Anyway, look, you know the score. Like and comment and let me know how you feel about it all. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. And if you want, check out a couple of our other videos on FM26 News. Until next time, this is FM Console, aka The Stig, signing out. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.